Huddy Sports presents a live Huddy production. Keep up to date, huddysports.co.nz.
Blocked drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning, from quick fixes to full renovations. He's got the tools, the team and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow.
Hi, Gavin Murphy here
And Cassie Murphy.
from G and Hickton Funeral Directors.
Don't leave it up to someone else to tell your story. Do it now when you can enjoy being part of the conversation.
With a prepaid funeral, you can have music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to our website at gnhickton.co.nz/pre-planning.
The Huddy Hui. Huddy Sports captivating sports show. The Huddy Hui covers Wellington Club Rugby as well as other sporting topics of debate. Tune in on YouTube during the rugby playing months as host Brad Hudson interviews rugby players and other sporting personalities across the Wellington region and the rest of New Zealand. Catch the Huddy Hui streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube and wherever good yarns are heard. The Huddy Hui live on Huddy Sports. Here at Huddy Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Reddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Huddy Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro.
Do you always like?
Having the last word?
Hi, Gavin Murphy here.
And Cassie Murphy.
And with G and Hickton Funeral Directors, you can. With a prepaid funeral plan, you can make it as relaxed or as formal as you like, with music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
Let our family care for your family. For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to gianhickton.co.nz/pre-planning.
Blocked drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning, from quick fixes to full renovations. He's got the tools, the team and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow. Here at Huddy Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Reddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Huddy Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro.
Sure, don't break anything.
Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the Petone Wreck, as there's the beautiful side of the Wainui Hill. And the dark clouds over there in Wainui are staying away from Petone at the moment. It is the Jubilee Cup Elimination playoff between 6th place and 7th place in the Swindale Shield. Petone, the home side, taking on one of their great rivals, Poneke. And this is going to be an almighty contest. 2 years ago, Petone played Tawa in an elimination final and went down that day to go into the Hardham Cup. The loser of this game also will head down to the Hardham Cup. The winner will have another life in the Jubilee Cup. We've got an all-star commentary team here today in the Huddy Sports broadcast. John Jackson, Murray Blanford and Adam Julian. John, many thanks for joining the broadcast today.
Yeah, thanks for the offer. I'll promise to be on my best behaviour. As you know, we get away with murder on the Poneke live stream, so I'll watch myself today. It's great to be here, and as I say, it's a great rivalry. It goes back many, many years, and if it's anything like the first round, we're in for an absolute humdinger.
Of course, the Poneke forwards this year, led by their captain, number 8, DJ Tauipu. He's been on fire this year, the captain?
Oh, absolutely. He's led from the front and features highly in our 3-2-1s in the live stream. We call it as we see it, as you know. And I think he's leading that competition very, very well. And obviously, we're boasted today by the inclusion again of Noah, Moses' brother, who got injured here in the first round. So the track looks pretty good, Nick. Most grounds are one game per field, and this looks pretty good. So hopefully for a nice, entertaining open rugby.
Regular here on Huddy Sports, Murray Blandford. Murray, your thoughts after McBain last week? Petone going down narrowly to Hutt.
Yeah, it was narrow, but it probably wasn't either. Potentially we could have got a get out of jail card probably 2 minutes from full time, but we didn't get away with that. Kicking let us down. We probably kicked far too much and not to the right place, not to land. It'll be interesting. They had a fantastic night afterwards to celebrate Jared Hurstich's 100, and I think they're keen to redeem themselves today against Poneke.
Adam Julian, the man of multi-talented skills here today. Adam.
Really looking forward to this game, Brad. What a way to begin the Jubilee Cup. 62 Wellington Championships combined between Petone and Poneke. Winner takes all this afternoon. And interestingly, Poneke, despite finishing 7th, actually won one more game than Petone in the Swindale Shield, 9-8. Another significant factor that might favour Poneke this afternoon is the fact that they have won 5 games out of 6 decided by 10 points or less. Petone's record in the same situation, 2-4.
Interesting indeed. These two played each other in round 9, and it was 28-23 that day to Poneke out here at the Petone Rec. And let's have a look at the rosters today. Jermaine Pepe is the fullback for Petone. The wings are Lockie Forbes and Jacob Tainui. The midfield is Tom Carter and Lossie Filippo. First 5 is Rory Willett. Halfback is Ben Brocking. Captain and number 8 is Connor Tuivau. 7 is Braith Ingram. 6 is Jared Hurstich. The locks are Logan Wakefield, John O'Bailey. And the front row is Marcus Royal, Ryan Emery and Kawhaongo Katoa. Let's have a look at the Street Kids roster today. The ever-experienced fullback Nick Robinson. The wings are Hunter Andrew and Ifiani Tonu'u. The midfield is Caleb Robertson and Isaac Moy Jenkins. First 5 is Carlos Hehe. 9 is Mike Brown. Captain is mentioned before, number 8, DJ Tawipu. 7 is Luca Bellucci. 6 is Pasiata. The locks are Mamia Tima-Schmidt and Jacob Graham in the front row. We've got the brothers of Moses Tuivau Naluvau and Noah Tuivau Naluvau back from injury. And in his 101st game, Andrew Jones the hooker. Those are the 2 rosters today here in this Jubilee Cup Elimination Playoff. Our referee team today is Ollie Mickey in his 23rd Premier game. Well, just before the broadcast started, John Jackson said he's his favourite referee.
Yes. Yeah, and I've got a couple and he's one of them.
And he'll be assisted by Craig McWilliams and Chris Casey. That is the referee team here today. And here comes the Poneke side out onto the Petone Rec.
Looks like Petone got first use of the southerly.
Yes, Petone will be kicking to the northern end of the Petone Rec today.
And obviously congrats to Tony taking out the Harbour Lock Shield there, and they had a good win today. Was it 14-7 against OBU?
OBU.
Yep.
They gutted it out and managed to get there in the end after being down there after giving away a penalty try.
Yep, and our Poneke Prems reserves had a good win over Marist. That Kubuni number 2, taking it out 47-15. So that means Petone and Poneke get into the Echani semi-final and got a week off, which is a sort of a weird thing to do this time of the year, don't you reckon, Murray?
Yeah, I'd want to be playing every week personally, but and we got both sides, I believe, have got 7 fresh reserves today.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how they're employed or when they're needing to be employed. Nice to see some sun. Hasn't been a lot of sun around the last few days, and I know the last couple of days it's absolutely poured down.
Well, it has been awful conditions in the Wellington region for the last 3 days. Ollie Mickey just removing Stephen White's club rugby flag from halfway as we wait for both teams to finish their huddles in this what's going to be a blockbuster affair between these two fierce rivals. Petone founded in 1885, Poneke 1883. Rory Willett with the ball in hand, a product of St Pat's Silverstream. 56 points for him this season, 2 tries, 2 penalties and 20 conversions. Up against his opposite number, Carlos Hehe. 192 career points for him.
Yeah, that'll be a good battle. It's good to see Rory getting some regular starts now. He's been on the scene for a while, but that kicking battle I think will be really important, especially the goal kicking. Anything like the first round where it came down to very close game, and goal kicking will play a huge part.
Some would say, in fact, Rory's a product of the Petone Rugby Club who went to St Pat's Silverstream, but hey.
And we're underway. Rory Willett kicks this into the 22. Well taken by Poneke as they get early possession of the ball. Look out for that number 7 for Poneke today, Luca Bellucci. He was spent a few months, 2 years ago at St Pat's Town as exchange student and lit up the field.
And Italian under 20 captain too, wasn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Have I just made that up?
Bounces.
Good chase.
Excellent work.
Andrew.
And it's ruled a penalty.
Sternum tackle.
You love those, don't you, John?
Yeah. Yep. Well, the referees are really good at the start of them, I believe, and they just sort of drift off after that. So that's an early sign there by Ollie.
Oh, geez, that kid in the background just took himself out.
He did, didn't he?
Oh, geez. He's back on 2 feet, so that's good news.
Good nudge there by Carlos into the strong southerly.
Andrew Jones.
Yeah, 100 caps last week.
Yeah. Appeared on the Huddy Hui earlier this season. Go back on YouTube and Spotify, episode 138. Went to King's College. Been a loyal servant for the Street Kids. First possession win of the line-out. Big charge here by Tauipu. Oh, just slipping there.
I think.
Might need some longer sprigs on, as the field is very heavy of all the water we've had. Over the top of the ball there is Bailey, but to no avail. Ollie Mickey said no. Robson takes it up well. It's been turned over, but ruled no.
No clear release by Braith Ingram.
Yeah.
That's he's a bit like Duplessis Karifi. He gets his fair share of turnovers every single game.
Yep. It tends to be the guy on the ground that's getting penalised. What people don't understand, it's not the actual guy getting the turnover. It's the tackle not rolling away.
On the subject of Duplessis Karifi, there was a delightful Facebook post from his father, Jack, who played a lot of games for Ponsonby in Auckland this week. They couldn't find a ride from Dunedin Airport. They couldn't get hold of Duplessis to get a taxi, so they put a Facebook post out and they had a dozen offers within 10 minutes.
And probably some free tickets as well, I'd imagine. Petone competing on the line-outs.
Poneke doing well as they take it out to the backs now. Here's Carlos Hihi. Straight up through Tauipu. Tony being heavily tested. Marcus Rural just a bit slow getting off the ground there. He's back on his feet now. Mike Brown, product of Hastings Boys High School. Just outside the 22 now. Poneke looking for first points on the board here. There's Moses Tuival. Both him and Noah going up against their cousin today, Connor.
Been outstanding, the brothers, particularly with ball in hand.
Hihi. He's run straight into his old teammate, Braith Ingram. They're both products of Gisborne Boys High School. Looks like it's been turned over here for the Villagers. It's been fired out to Pepe. Oh, well done there. Slowing down his advancement.
He had to get on the boot, didn't he, Murray? Get you out of there.
I thought that's where he'd gone right, just purely the kick.
Again, no, I think that's the release again in the tackle.
Here's a penalty for Poneke, and they decide to run it quickly.
All his numbers here.
Arms out again for offside. Skips past Boyd Jenkins. And Robinson
Tom
can't hang
Carter,
on.
I think, number 12 was offside there. One noticeable thing, the Petone defence has been, apart from the first penalty, which they gave away for a sternum tackle, their tackles have been very, very low.
Yep. I think Petone might have dodged a bullet there. I think Nick Robinson didn't see that coming. Carlos saw the space, and if he caught that, they were in real trouble out here on the right-hand side. Again, here, huge part of the game, I think, guys. Taking your points on offer. This is sudden death rugby. The many tries you get, you win by 1 point, you're into the next round. You don't, you're playing Hardham Cup rugby, and your season's almost over before it started. Back in the old days where used to top 8, play 6 or 7 games and go 8-4-2-1.
No final.
No.
Those were the days, Jacko.
Good after matches, anyway.
So Carlos Hihi with the penalty kick directly in front of the posts. the southerly breeze.
Yeah, no problems. Good reward for Poneke, a little bit of pressure, 3-0.
The last time these two teams played, Poneke missed 7 out of their 8 goal kicks, so that's a positive start by Carlos Hihi, who was man of the match when Poneke beat OBU 25-24 at Kilburney Park. That was the first win for the Street Kids over the students since 2016, and John Carlos was mesmerising that day.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I recall, OBU turned down a shot at goal on full time to grab the bonus point, and we're very thankful for that. And now they're down in the Hardham Cup, so enjoy.
Totnu running it into the tackle. Here's Hihi. Petone rushing up. Ingram and also Carter involved. Driven back into their 22 now. Brown. Out to Robson. Please for a high tackle coming from the dugouts. Mickey says no.
Good exit.
Great work there by Poneke.
Looked like it might have been above the sternum, but the first 3 minutes has gone, Jacko, so a bit difficult to get from now on.
Yep. Tony's first feed to the line out, I think. Good tacking position. See what Wallet's got up his sleeve with this very good Petone backline. Yeah, no dramas there.
Secured by Tuiva out to the backs. And then here's Ingram. So a few weeks ago was top of the Billy Wallace Best and Fairest. He got driven back there by the Poneke defence. John O'Bailey wrestling forward.
Ooh, offside there, Poneke.
I'd say they're 2 metres offside.
Yep, he's got it now, I think.
Yeah, it's come through by assistant referee Craig McWilliams there.
I think Bellucci was one of them.
Don't think you can do that.
There's Willett. Kicks it, charge down, but will come back for the penalty for offside.
Noah Tuifo Nalavo.
Yeah.
He was injured last game after making, I'd say, a 30 or 40 metre and very impressive dash.
Broke his collarbone, I think. And he came back last week.
Can't have broken it.
Well,
it was only a month ago.
Yeah, well, did something to it. I said it was shoulder, arm, wrist in my commentary.
I thought shoulder was pretty accurate.
Covered all 3. So Willett, again, we've mentioned that goal kicking will be a huge part of this final outcome.
Also,
both on their day are very, very good, aren't they? Both of them on their day.
Certainly are. Actually, Rory's goal kicked pretty well this year.
Yep. I think Stanley Solomon kicked last time we played out here. I'm relieved to see he's going well in Italy. May he stay there for a little bit longer.
Oh, he didn't. He was a late scratching from the team today. Adam Julian knows more about that, why he was pulled out.
He said that well. Yeah, no problems.
Beautiful kick.
Nice strike. Give him confidence.
So the New Zealand under-20s won that game against Georgia 38-19 this morning. Stanley Solomon will play against Ireland. He has a slight ankle complaint, which they decided to rest today, but he'll be ready for Ireland, who significantly were beaten by Italy. So that leaves New Zealand with 2 wins. South Africa through to the semi-finals with 2 wins. Defending champions England also lost to South Africa. So it's a wide open tournament, guys.
Great kick. Oh, great take by Passy.
Well, great work for the restart there for Poneke. Here's Andrew Jones. Head down and charges forward. Straight into the tackle of Bailey.
Numbers out here.
Robson, gets out to Wojcik. It's offload out to Tanu. Rollo tries to get him. Clips around the ankles.
That's a great tackle by Wallet.
And Tanu's still got it, but he's just been bundled into touch. What a great tackle.
Covering tackle there by Wallet.
Great offence and defence.
Yeah. And this is what we expect from these 2 teams. It's in the DNA. Even back in our playing days, they just love to play each other. And it's always a good spectacle. That's a great offload there by Moy Jenkins, but what a tackle.
Brian Emery, in his 98th game, feeds in the line out for the Villagers. He's got the ball in hand at the moment as they elect to drive it forward. Brooking goes for the box kick.
Okay, good exit.
Ever experienced as Ben Brooking made his debut back in 2016 versus Tau. He actually started out as a halfback.
Did he go to fullback at some stage?
And then eventually moved to fullback.
Yeah. Remember in the Hardham Cup final, I think he was playing there.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, knock on.
On the subject of versatility, Tonu'u might be the most gifted back in the whole competition in terms of his ability to play anywhere in the back line. He played 2 first 15 championship successes at Scots College as a halfback in a first 5. He's played second 5/8 for Poneke. And on the wing here, that run he made down the left side was reminiscent of one in the earlier tussle. Remember, Stanley Solomon made a last-ditch save. Very brave defence by Rory Willett. But this guy, Tonu'u, John, he's an absolute live wire, the Lenny Kravitz lookalike.
Yeah, well, and there's no, the halfback position. He's, of course, his uncles, the late Henny, and, of course, former Manu Samara and all-back halfback, junior Ofisa Tonu'u. So that's where that comes from. And you're right, he can play anywhere in the back line. And he can goal kick too, my understanding. He just doesn't want to do it at the minute. We'll have that chat later.
Well, scrum come down. Tony's scrum last week was tested very early, Murray, in that first scrum. It resulted in Alapatasoki going off, injured, and then it stabilised for the rest of the game.
Ben Kershaw came on and it seemed to stabilise for the rest of the game. It was looking pretty ominous after that first scrum.
Another couple of big games. Is it Upper Hutt playing Johnsonville?
Yes, that's right. Upper Hutt, Johnsonville.
Yep.
They played each other last week as well. That was decided by Yeti Toa Campbell penalty kick from about halfway.
Is that another knockout game as well?
Another knockout game as well.
Right.
So we'll give you those score updates as the match goes on from all the other premier fixtures on around the capital today. Secured by Nick Robertson. Watch out, folks. That's why he's the 131st game. 455 career points for Nick Robertson.
Yeah, sitting on 91 tries after Luca Reese got his 100 last week.
Tauipu wrapped up. Now they have to release him.
Tonu'u's in there, has always done well. Good D by Petone.
Stolen.
Another good turnover.
Tuival involved in that one, wearing that iconic pink headgear. His brother Heath, who plays in the first 15 at Silverstream, also wears pink as well. Kick through by Poneke. Willett there to tidy up. Banks us down.
Oh, that's a
lovely
great kick.
Lovely kick. He was lucky that he was on his left foot.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great tackle by Royal. They just got Tina Smith turned.
Beautiful kick indeed by Rory Willett. He also earlier this season kicked a beauty of a 50-22 as well, Murray.
Yes, on this ground. That would have been a good 40 to 50 metre kick, that one alone, and with not a lot of margin for error.
Jones to feed this.
Well, that's a balk.
It's a balk as well.
Yep.
Much as tried as he pleased his case with Mickey.
I think he was screaming at the guy didn't jump.
Yeah. So here goes Tuival. Smashed in the tackle.
Both teams really looking to counteract, aren't they?
They certainly are. And they come out to Willett. Carter finds Pepe. And Lockie Forbes runs him down on the right-hand side into the 22. And Willett again, out to Bailey. Bailey crashing, smashing in. And this Poneke red wall is strong as anything. The arm's out again.
Oh, it's stern and tackle again.
Very upright in the tackle.
Yep.
Carter.
Something that Maya needs to work on. The big man likes to dominate.
There's Pepe again.
Oh,
Locks it, goes himself. Offloads it to Tuival.
Great hands, by the way.
Out to Tainui, he kicks it down. Tainui, can he go all the way? He kicks it just in time.
That's a great finish.
Great try there.
Great hands by Petone there. And look at that backflip pass by the number 8. Captain. And what a finish. Wasn't the greatest kick either, was it?
Well, I think the heavy ground helped.
Yeah.
It just didn't keep rolling. It just sat up and stayed there for Jacob.
Third try for Jacob Tainui. He's had a wretched run of injuries, almost 2 years on the sideline, so that's a delightful showcase of his talent. Gifted softballer as well. How about that offload from Connor Tuival? Remember Paul Adams, the South African off spinner? That one came out like that. How the hell did he deliver a pass with octopus-like flailing arms and the ball disappearing into the clouds and landing majestically into the hands of Tainui? Beautiful chip and chase, and you're absolutely right. He judged the bounce or lack of to perfection, and that's a cracking try for Petone.
Tainui is was first five for the Prem Reserves in the Harper-Lock Shield match last week.
Oh, he set that beautifully. Straight down the middle.
That was poetry in motion, that kick.
Most difficult kick for a left footer on the wrong side. Struck that beautifully. So what's that? 15 minutes gone, 10-3. A little bit against the run of play, what you call?
Definitely against the run of play. And I was just about to make the comment that last week, Lucy Filippo was made redundant for the first 60 minutes. And it wasn't until near the end that he came into it. And I don't think Petone can leave him unemployed, so to speak. He needs to get involved for Petone's sake.
Oh, what have we got here?
Oh, he's got a necklace on.
Necklace on. Got to be joking.
Two attached to it. So, restart by Hehe. This down to Brooking. And Ingram. Oh, great work there. Good tackle there by Jacob Graham.
Yeah.
7th game to date for him. Oh, that's been touched.
Everyone's onside. Oh, another high tackle.
Yeah, unfortunately for her stitch, that was high.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
Wasn't dangerous.
No,
it was just high.
Yeah. Again, guys are targeting the ball, and if they get it wrong, it's the consequences. So he's called everyone bar one so far, Ollie.
Yep.
We'll have some fun here today.
Yeah. So you won't be going back to the club rooms to discuss it with Ollie?
You just made it because I said to her I couldn't before. That's right. Oh, last time we were up here, we were getting grief by the old guy sitting out the front. Jeez, I didn't think I was going to get out alive.
I like that.
Poneke deciding to turn down.
To get it straight away.
To Tonu
Robertson,
again.
out to Tonu. Here we go. Watch out, folks. That rope the scars going up when he's got the ball in hand.
Apologies to Jenny. We just can't pronounce the hyphen surname. It's a real tongue twister. Need Tom Anderson for that.
Here we go into the 22. Drag back. Over the top is Bailey. Has he got it?
Yep.
Mackie rules in favour.
The crowd are into this too, aren't they? You can hear the teacher down on the sidelines. Everyone knows it's knockout football. It's not the old system where you can have a couple of bad games, you get yourself going, you win this, you lose this, you're out of the Jubilee Cup. And it's a hard one to take when you're planning this in January, February, and you have one bad day at the office.
Particularly when Poneke and Petone have actually had very, very good seasons.
Yep, that's right. Well, if we go back in the day when I was fortunate enough to win one, we qualified 8th.
Well, to qualify 8th this year, you weren't too far behind. Well, you were far behind Ori's, but you weren't far behind second.
No, that's right. Yeah, well, what a season they've had. That has to be some sort of record, Brad.
Certainly would
13
be.
wins on the trot. Yep.
Adam Julian knows.
Here we go. The stats
It is a
man.
record. So 13 wins, 4 tries in each game. The best effort, comparably speaking, was Norse in 2010. They won all 11 games, 53 out of a possible 55 points. And here's Tainui busting again. He's had a vibrant start to the game. He bumps off Robinson. The ball spits into the hands of Pepe. He's hauled over the sideline by Tonu.
But it was a knock on.
It just went that little fraction and hit a Poneke hand and came back.
Fortunately that time for Petone. Flag of Chris Casey came up, hitting the touchline.
It's much better play from Petone, though. They really did need some good defence, Poneke, to counter that.
So Jones, the line out, disrupted, and it's been knocked on.
Yeah, Poneke's struggling in that department. They did last week as well. Just need to speed things up, particularly they're going to do these short line outs. And don't have the service on McRandall, who was concussed a couple of weeks ago.
Well, he was outstanding here, Adam McRandall in round 9.
Yep.
And the line out that day for Poneke functioned really well.
Yep.
Interesting to see what they're going to do here. Not a bad place to attack from.
Interesting to see they decide to Tuivale takes it off the back.
Yeah, and the danger and strength of Tainui has already shown he can beat players.
So here we go.
Everyone checks their phones for any abusive texts coming through.
Fed in by Brooking. Let's get past Rullet out. Rullet, oh, that's a penalty.
That's sort of interesting.
That came Robson there, was it?
On Rory. No arms in the tackle. I think that's the call there, isn't it, Murray? I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And marginally late,
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
said too. It was pretty obvious that Rory was passing it.
Well, Murray's probably hoping that there's no paperwork for him to look at next week. Well, Willett's taking his time to...
It was a little bit slow, that move, to be fair. It did...
Well, it was slow from Brooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rory got the pass above, you know, had all the ribs open up, and you're going to line yourself up there, and Caleb took the option, but he needed to wrap. He might have got away with it. And,
I don't want to speak too soon, but this is the best that Petone scrums looked all season. We've actually been holding our status quo, which is quite unusual, so that's good to see.
So you have a shot here the way he's goal kicking. Yep, he's got the tee in his hand.
The shot's been called.
We're quarter of the way through the game.
And it is semi-final foot, whatever we call it, because they're taking shots. Normally they're kicking for the sideline and having line-outs and what have you, so I'd say it's a good old-fashioned 15-point win.
Well, I've got some scores here for us, folks, while we wait for Willett. Nothing between Wainui and North yet, and same with Marist Wellington.
So they haven't updated their tribes, is that what you're saying? Yep.
12-0 All Bulls University ahead at Avalon. 7-3 Johnsonville ahead of Upper Hutt. 7-0 Parramatta Plimmerton ahead of Tawa. 3-0 Ori's ahead. Hutt Old Boys ahead of Oriental Rongotai. Those are the scores that are on the Union app.
Yep, didn't hit that well, but it went over. Great kicking.
Yeah, he looks like he might be a little bit injured from that tackle. Ginger, that was the word I was looking for.
Yep. Well, he is one.
He is.
Well, Tribe's got the other scores.
Sorry, Kieran Double.
Tribe's got the other two scores. Marist ahead 7-0 and Wainui ahead 5-0 over North.
There you go, trusty Tribe.
13-3 the score here. 20 minutes gone. It's a 10-point margin.
Here he goes again.
Ingram bounces his opposite number, Bellucci, out of the way.
Yep, hit back by someone else.
Down to Willett. Trusty boot so far has been working well for him. And
Robinson was in great position, just slipped over like an ice skater.
You change your boots at half time.
Yep. And Willett's kicking game is coming in big time here, Murray. He's using those conditions, just hoofing it downfield, looking for the error.
That was a sensible option too from Poneke. They had a couple behind him, but they had a long way to go.
They're just looking, he's still hobbling on that, favouring that left leg.
The last thing Rory will want to do is come off.
Yeah.
So Emery. Down to the back.
That's not straight.
That's a shocker, that one.
That's a free kicker.
Moses Tuival advances up to the 10-metre mark. Into Tima Schmidt. Midfield on the 10-metre mark. Still inside Poneke territory.
Ingram's having a blinder. He's just a pest, isn't he, at ruck time?
Yep, he's everywhere.
It's every game.
Imagine him at training if you're a back. Imagine what he's like in the back forwards touch games. He'd be just a pest. I mean that in the nicest way.
Brown. They get to Tima Schmidt again. Brooking around
good
the
ball
ankles.
carries from Myers. Is that the player I've just been describing?
It is
has
again.
to be. Goodness me.
It's Ingram again.
and the issue there for Schmidt was he took it flat.
Yeah.
But he took it flat.
Yeah.
He had no momentum, so just couldn't get any speed up.
But the key here too is the chopper that he's tackling. He's going to ground. He's getting out of the way. It's the old, was it east to west? He can't roll north to south. And they're letting just these people like Ingram do what they're good at.
DJ Toipi having a little conversation with Ollie Mikey, but to no avail.
And again, points on offer. Got to be taken in these games. Has to be taken.
Slowly the points are going. If he was to get this, all of a sudden Petone from probably 50-50 as far as the game's gone, potentially 13 points up.
And they're winning the territory battle at the minute. Not mucking around at kick-off time. Did that beautifully too. No problem.
Fantastic by Willett. It makes it 16 points to 3.
3 conversions and a penalty, and he's still hobbling.
He's a tough character, old Rory Willett.
No, I think he should go off. Save himself for next week.
Well, I don't think Cam Ferreira would really want to come on. I'm surprised he's even on the bench this week for us. And pity Bradshaw. He is a outside back, but
Yeah.
I suppose you've got people like Jermaine that potentially could go in. Ben Brooking could go to first 5.
I think Ingram would look great on the wing.
And Lockie Forbes. Don't forget Lockie Forbes.
Great work.
Great contest. Oh, and Ingram makes a mistake.
Yeah, great. I put the cursor on him. Start talking up Rory in a minute to get him off his game.
Not even Ingram can give his regards to the Earth's core. He can get low to snaffle a turnover, but that ball was headed way down into that thick Petone mud. And here's a good chance for Poneke, just outside the 22. We've only seen one touch from Tanu'u in the first 22 minutes. Caleb Robson hasn't been that prominent, and interestingly, from the scrum movement, Hunter Andrew, the right winger, is positioned at second receiver.
Yeah, so he got something up the sleeve, and he can play in the midfield. Young Hunter Andrew, just as a FYI. A lot of these backs these days play multiple positions, as we know. He caught off and ends up at fullback when Jack Greer comes on. Yeah, that's a obvious decision from up here.
From a back?
Yeah, that's right.
He's got Katoa
It doesn't
for
go
flopping
anywhere
down.
near that place in his life. Interesting decision here. I would be going, oh, okay.
McIntyre's coming out.
Yeah, I was going to suggest maybe a line. Mind you, the line-out's been a disaster, isn't it?
Well, last time Poneke were here in round 9, Andrew Jones was playing in the 7 jersey.
Yeah, yes.
And he scored what was pretty much a swan dive try that pretty much sealed the deal for that day.
Yeah, that's right. Plucked that off Brooking, wasn't it? Yep.
They were calling him Greg Louganis
Yeah.
after it. It was an unbelievable dive.
There's Wallet gets a bit of attention behind the dead ball line there. And this is no easy kick. Right into the teeth of that southerly. 16-3, 25 gone. Been all Petone the last 20 minutes, that's for sure.
Certainly has been.
Particularly the territory game.
So here's he with the penalty attempt just outside the 22.
Oh, he's hit that well. Enough, not.
A big 22
I was
drop
overconfident
out.
there. Just sounded like a dead duck again. Like a frisbee that's going backwards.
I didn't think he hit the first
No,
one that well either, to be
no.
honest.
Willett. Again, going for territory. It's a big kick on the fly. Oh, great take by young Hunter Andrew.
Andrew.
Straight into Filippo and Tainui.
So pressure on now as they drop back down past their 10-metre marker. Poneke. Petone defence has been outstanding in this first half. Move out,
Got
gives
some
out to
space
Robson.
out. Needs to go.
Gets around Forbes, and Forbes drags him down. And here goes Tanu'u. Rocky, he kicks it in,
On
but
the
it's
full.
gone out on full.
Certainly, the winger Tanu'u's a different build
Yeah.
to Henny Tanu'u I used to
Yeah.
play against. The halfback that used to come around the end of a line out.
Belt everyone.
Well, if you're a little first 5, it's like a very fast prop. But, oh, Henny, he always had a smile on his
Yeah.
face.
Especially after he belted you. I think the fan just need to put that on the left foot there. He went for a right-footed kick just to get the ball in field.
Rocking under pressure from Moses Tuival. Bullet there acting halfback.
Of course, he can play there as well.
Oh, Herstich brought down.
Tony need to clear this with a kick.
It's sort of interesting, Corley, how Ollie sees this. Good counter-ruck.
Very good counter-ruck.
It's still in the favour of the Villagers.
I'll get that hot prop out of halfback.
Marcus Royal steamrolling up to the defence.
Did well. Knew he was going to.
Fires it back to Willett. And he'll bang this down with that trusty boot of his. And there's a penalty as they're in front of the kicker.
Yeah, he was a mile in front.
And this another opportunity for Poneke. This time in the 22 on the 15-metre mark.
I'll be going for a line out if we could. What's Junior sent me? Oh, he's a Scott Keith. There we go.
They're going for the corner. Grandstand touchline, southern end.
Both their sons are playing Premier Rugby for Ponsonby. Young Io Keith was in the under-20s earlier this year when they went to, where did they go to? South Africa. Yeah, missed out on the final selection for the World Cup.
Poneke line out. Messy in this first half. Can they rectify this now? They go long.
Very well thrown.
Secured well. And it's been dragged down.
Great sack there by
There's
Petone.
Bellucci wrestling in there. Petone looking to hold him up.
And Jones can rip this. Yeah.
Turned over.
Good line out defence there, Murray.
Very good. Great
Yep.
sack, followed up by the counter, sort of not a ruck so much, but holding them in there.
See
think
how
he
much
just got-
that meant for the Villagers, didn't it?
Yeah, but he just got a little bit caught and they brought the ball down there, just didn't get their set right. It was a good throw by Jones. And we know the skill set of PRC, New Zealand under 85 representative.
Here in the in goal is Ryan Piper, who's the assistant coach of the Wellington Lions last year, and he's got Yona Panera next to him.
As Bondi starts talking.
Yona Panera, of course, former Wellington Lion. He's been out of the game for about 2 years now.
Ryan, I believe, is off to Japan. Got a coaching gig,
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
maybe.
With TJ Clark.
Penalty here, fortunately.
Yeah, scrum penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that time,
Front row
Tuivel.
collapsing.
It was
Yep.
Petone's turn.
Brookie now taking the kicking duties out of hand. Was he always been doing that?
Well, I've got a theory.
Left and
if he's a
right-footed?
yeah,
Yeah.
left
Yeah,
and right
absolutely,
footer.
yeah.
Any
I didn't
day.
think club rugby players thought that far ahead these days.
It's far too common
Yeah,
sense.
that's right, yeah.
So Emery. Looks like Conley Alexander's actually got the jacket off already, so could be a change at hooker potentially for the Villagers. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's
Oh, good
Hurstich breaking through! Spins off one. Still going as Hurstich, but he loses
goal.
possession of the ball. And Andrew Jones picks it up. And we'll come back for the scrum.
And he celebrated his 100th last week. Was that
His
right?
100th last
Yeah,
week. It was
yeah.
fantastic celebration. The
Yep.
only issue was that his brother, should blimmin' know, was playing for Hong Kong. So
Oh, right.
his mum, Tamara, and grandmother, they'd all gone over to see that. But
Right.
Zach surprised them. Zach came over from Hong Kong.
Right. Now, it's great to see a number of. He's another one today that's got 100 games. One of the another player's got 100 games coming up today. I think you might know that, Adam, our stats man. But you know, we had James Tuia for 150 last week. It's great to see these guys sticking around and getting these big numbers because it just doesn't happen anymore.
Junior Davey, 100
That's
games
it,
for
that's
Parramatta Plymouth,
Yep,
and today
that's right.
redoubtable prop for the Hammerheads. Really enjoying the display of Ben Brooking at halfback. He's not a regular halfback, but he has been in this position before, and he's playing with good poise, vibrance and efficiency for Petone. But here's a chance for Poneke, midfield scrum, 10-metre mark.
Bit of taking opportunity here for the Street Kids as it's been fed in.
Going left.
Brown out to Robson. Robson out
Great
to Moy
ball.
Jenkins. Oh, that's great work.
Yeah,
and that
another
arms
sternum
out
tackle.
again.
Another sternum tackle.
Really targeting this left-hand side here, poor Nicky.
Well, I think they're trying to get a Afani in the game. That's the reason why. Again, Timmer Smith. Flat-footed again, Murray, with the hit up.
Come back for the penalty for the sternum tackle.
Of course, it was Josh Hurstich. I think he's captain for Hong Kong.
Right.
He plugs the corner this time. Eastern side of Tony Rick.
16-3, 32 gone. If he can get something out of this, a converted try, he'll be right back in it.
Yeah, it's
Just had
probably a 13 to 15 point
Yep.
win today.
Just had a good little patch here. Just a couple of handing errors that let them down. Need to get this phase right, though.
So Jones
There's a lot of movement.
secured there that time by Tima Smith. They drive it forward. Tuivel's in the way.
Another
Can't
good collapse.
remove.
Toipu, the skipper. That's how you take the ball up.
5 away from the line now. Back to Tima Smith again. Royal brings him down. And battle stations now for the Villagers. Oh, they run into Braith Ingram. He tries to get over the top of the ball. No avail that time.
Bellucci.
Bellucci.
Good tackle.
Oh, Marcus Royal.
Numbers-
Unfortunately,
Oh, that could be cynical.
I think this could be in card territory.
Remember, the halfback is an endangered species in those sort of areas. You can't touch them at all.
Did anyone touch him, or did someone
he
actually
just-
hold the ball?
He slapped it clear as mud.
Well, message has been given to Connor Tuivau.
See what Ollie does here. No, just a warning. A little bit lucky, I think. Scrum. Okay.
Scrum's been called.
That came from down here too, didn't it?
Yeah, from the dugout.
Yeah. Maybe DJ off the back, possibly. Good D by Petone. It was a great tackle. I think it was on the props, wasn't it?
Yeah, Marcus Rural.
Yeah, what a tackle that was.
Strong year, Marcus Rural, in his 94th game.
Yeah, it's good to see these players rocking up to numbers. We had a couple of Blazer presentations last week as well with Moses and Pasi. Noah would be there too if it wasn't for his injury. Could have had a double brother celebration. It's great to see these players sticking it out. We lose them too early, don't we? We really do.
And Marcus Royals changed size today. He was playing tight head last week, loose head today.
I thought you said change size. That we go about that duvet thing again.
Tuivau over the top, but unfortunately it's a penalty.
What are they going to do? No, Robson, show and go.
Taking it, it's
Yeah.
Tuivau!
It's Moses.
Nearly there.
Again, great D by Petone. Just
And-
need to slow things down, Poneke.
And it's John O'Bailey that time coming up trumps.
Was it Brooke who made the tackle?
Brooking made the tackle.
Yes, it's Jono's second turnover, I
Yeah,
think.
just outstanding defence on the goal line. You see how much this means to them. So I'm just trying to get Adam in trouble again.
That wind looks like it's got up, looking at the touch judge's flag.
Well, that was I'm sure that was Will at that time. It was another good nudge.
Excellent kick at a touch by Willett. Line out for, they go short for Katoa.
Oh, again, it was from the penalty. Sorry, yeah, of course.
So, Brooking gives it out to Wakefield, captain of Wairarapa Bush last year in the Heartland Championship.
Play it down there.
Chance for Tony to exit. Wallet with his left foot.
Puts up the high Gary Owen.
A great chase here by Tainui. Oh, Hunter Andrews done brilliantly. And Tainui, though, a lot of players get that wrong. He's done well.
He slipped that time to Hunter Andrew. Robinson
said thanks very much.
Under pressure is Robinson, and this Petone defence is up to the task this afternoon. Bailey, been a real menace.
Nice counter drive from Jono.
Poneke just been driven back here. Bellucci. There was the hand in there. That's yeah.
I thought there was only one Poneke player for miles.
Geez, the counter rucking from both teams has been ferocious.
Yeah.
I thought he was tackled, laid it back, and there was absolutely no one there for Poneke.
And there wasn't a Petone guy on the ground either, so it wasn't like he was in the way, but I think he's calling that, Ollie.
No. He banks this into touch.
Lucky it didn't land in the stand because there'd be no one up here able to get it.
No, that's right. Yeah, it's a long way for him to get up too, apparently. From our position down below.
So here's Jones. 10 metre mark, grandstand touchline. Bellucci at the front.
Yep. Nice.
That's better there by Poneke. Take it out to the backs.
Toiupu.
Now building up again here. Poneke bouncing further into Petone territory. Emery that time couldn't get over the top.
Well, I think that was the hooker that time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's he out to Robson.
Well,
Robson finds Robinson! And Tainui's there to slow down, assisted by Tom Carter. He runs into Ingram. Still there for Poneke. Brown has to change direction. Back to Robinson. Runs into Carter.
Another good tackle by Tom Carter.
And turned over. No, it's a penalty.
Definitely illegal, that one.
Yeah. Been a lot of penalties in the last couple of 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, I thought Petone's discipline to start with was fantastic. And I think they've been forced into those. They're not silly penalties.
No,
They've had to do them.
Poneke needs some points out of this as we close on the first half.
2.5 minutes left.
Yep. just need a little more patience down in this area because Petone have been giving away penalties and force Ollie to make some calls.
Well,
They need to get this phase right again, though.
if Petone give away a penalty here inside their 22, I'm thinking that a card will come out.
I agree with you, Brad.
Jones, it's
Yeah,
messy.
made him absolute
Tied it up by Hurstich.
nightmare of that one again.
They're playing numbers here, Poneke, but it's there for Brooking.
Onto Woolett's left foot. Takes that well. He's done well.
Oh, done well under extreme pressure there,
Done
Willett.
the best thing you can do from that position, which is fine touch.
Well, just under 2 minutes to go. 16 points to 3 is the score here.
I've got a couple of scores. North's leading Wainuiomata 7-0. I thought there was the other way
it was
around.
too, yeah.
MSP are easily beating Wellington 31-0. OBU are easily beating Avalon 17-0.
Straight
Andrew
off, mate.
Jones!
Jones.
Here we go. Can he score again against the Villagers? 5 away from the line now.
Wakefield with a great tackle. Moses.
Tuival out to Brown. Tima Schmidt runs into Ingram. Still going as Tima Schmidt. 3 away from the line now. And Brown, a counter-ruck still coming in. Both teams been immense to that area of the game today. Bellucci slowed down there by Hurstich. In front of the post, 5 away from the line.
Looks like a drop kick, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
slow ball.
No.
Slow, here's Robson, runs into his opposite number, Carter.
Just need to get their clean outs right here, Poneke. There's not many numbers to the left. Petone are well drilled in this department.
That footed that time there by Poneke. He's knocked it on. And it's been knocked on by Emery too, is it? No, play on is the call.
Give it to the
Katoa
backs.
running. Here goes Wakefield.
Look at the speed.
Wakefield, look at him go.
Oh,
Goes
great
out
ball.
to Tainui.
What a pass.
Jacob Tainui will sail down and score the second try, his second try of the match.
That's a turn up to the box.
Oh, what a
Poneke,
try.
that's, well, dare I say, a 14-point try or a 12-point try.
Wakefield was involved in the first tackle on Jones as well. And, geez, he showed more toe than a Roman sandal there. And out to Tainui. And that's a great finish. Just a question whether there may have been a little bit of knock-on by Petone there, Brad.
Yeah, I thought there was too, but play on.
No.
It was on left
Yeah.
too, and Poneke went right. The fumble by He was tragic, and unbelievable pace exhibited by Logan Wakefield. He was moving so quickly his headgear looked like it was going to fall off. And what a beautiful first half Tainui has played. A 50-metre finish for him to go with his chip and chase try. But many of the plaudits for that try also belonged to Jared Hurstich. He made two crucial try-saving interventions as Poneke menacingly approached the line. Those stops combined with the error is what's led Petone coast to coast.
Let's see if Wallett can complete a
I think
goal-kicking performance.
I think the deaths in Gaza are tragic.
That's another
Adam,
good kick.
not a knock-on by a first five in a club game in Petone.
That's right.
So
Bad luck or unfortunate,
Yes.
but not tragic.
So half-time here at the Petone Rec. It is 23 points to 3. The score. The home side ahead. We'll be back
After
in
paint
5
some
minutes.
bills.
It's going to be tough to decide reserves.
Welcome back, folks. There's half-time coming to an end. Plenty to ponder for Poneke in the second half, John, but the one thing is they got the win behind them this time.
Yeah, well, that one at the end there was a real, it was a kick in the guts, wasn't it? Again, we've gone through it off here, but the wonderful finish, but 23-3. Don't see too many Petone teams dropping from here. They're playing Poneke, but hopefully I'll be proven wrong in the next 40 minutes.
Well, there's plenty. Ross Bond was particularly not happy at half-time. Had a few messages with the referees. But Petone, they'll be pretty happy.
Yeah.
Murray, particularly the defence.
Defence, and the goal kicking of Wallet's been outstanding.
Yeah, they've taken their chances, everyone that's come their way. I think Bondi would be realistic and actually admit that probably his boys aren't quite delivering. They started off really, really well, but that last 30, they probably blew a few chances.
Well, interesting here, Ollie's having a bit of a chat with the captains before we've even kicked off. And both captains have been outstanding for the teams as well, both the number 8 position. So very key that Poneke get on the board and ball quickly. I don't think we'll be doing too many shots at goal from here on in. From Poneke, they'll be looking for 7. It's a good kick. Oh, great take. That Wakefield again?
No, that was John O'Bailey.
Oh, okay.
Well supported by Marcus Royal to get that. It's going to go to land. Oh, and the knock on. Came off his leg, then his hand.
It's been ruled a knock on.
Ollie didn't see it because he was looking back at what he thought was something going on after that maul or ruck, and he's got the call from the touchies, but yeah, clear knock on.
Well, first attacking scrum of the second half with Petone. Both teams been penalised at scrum time for similar offences.
Jermaine Pepe going out blindside on the left, so that potentially is an option.
It's like no changes at half-time for either team.
Well, Tonoi's on this, 2 tries?
2 tries
yeah,
today.
So he's on a hat-trick.
It's 11th game today. Third start of the season for Jacob Tainui. Fed in by Brooking. Solid scrum for the Villagers. Here's Willett. Kicks it through, cuts open Tainui and Robinson. Ossie Filippo up. Good tackle by Carter. Tonu'u does well to secure it. They fight back into Hihi in the 22. Oh!
This is where Poneke gets itself into trouble, trying to run themselves out. That's another shot.
Oh, knocked off by Andrew! He's Jacob Tainui! Can he get 3 tries? So he's been brought down 3 away from the line.
It started with a bad pass from Carlos, and then
He was isolated.
And then a worse one from Robson.
What do they say? Never pass on a bad pass
No,
to you.
just
gets worse.
We're only 2 minutes into the second half. Just get some field position.
Looks like you've got Hamish Huggins coming on for Poneke. He sounds like a fantastic character out of a children's book.
Yes, clip of. So he just went for distance there. Didn't try to kick it out at all. And
kicked up high by Willett. The two good hit play. Yeah. Forbes.
Great tack by Moses. Brown's done well.
And Brooking. Oh, big kick this one. And it's going to fall short of the try line.
And the ball
back there.
Ball was just holding up with this mud, and it's mud all over the ball as well. And
here's Pepe. Oh, here we go, folks. Here's Katoa. Are the arms out?
Probably no arms, I think.
Katoa, he scored an immense run here against Norths a few weeks ago. Here's Tainui with the ball in hand from Forbes. He kicks it through into the 22. Oh, Robson loses possession.
Oh, geez. What's going on?
It's like a slippery slide at the moment.
Poneke players are just having some option taking is dreadful at the minute. It's like Jake Gregg is warming up. I think Bondi's had enough of someone out there.
We're talking about this Hamish Huggins before, debuted against Hutt.
Yeah, came from OBU, who said we don't think you're that good.
Bondi thought different.
Yep. Great young man, 18 years of age.
Head boy of RFU last year too.
And so Jake Gregg doesn't normally get this many minutes. So it's interesting to see what they're going to do here.
Lucky enough to have
Two
Jake.
Petone boys could have picked that up. They were honestly 3 metres from the line. And then
Well, Poneke done their best to gift Petone a try. So Petone just haven't taken the gift.
Well,
Still on attack though. Good scrum.
it's allowed to play on by Mickey.
Yep.
There's
Willett.
Willett.
Who's been
Nice.
outstanding.
Filippo!
Here he
Filippo's
goes.
still going! Filippo! And they hang on to him like a rag doll. 4 away from the line.
Great clean out.
Charging through by Bailey. Wrestling forward, a metre short of the line. Cotton Tuivao at the back. Tuivao. Oh, he's got it down! Try time!
you can't beat a good cut. 1 and 2, 1 or 3 cut on a wet day, and that was
Absolutely.
done superbly, particularly when you've got a weapon like Lucy Filippo.
Yeah. Great leg drive. And Poneke were in 6s and 7s there. Looks like Carlos has been replaced, just by the way Jack gave him a tap on the head.
Well, Jack Gregg hit on the Huddy Hui a few weeks ago, and he told me he fancies his goal kicking. Reckons he's better than his father.
Well, I haven't seen him kick that well for the Prem, so I hope that changes today. I mean that. And yeah, we're clearing the bench out in the backs. I think that's where the errors have been coming. Don Sipper. It's come on. Jubilee Hongara. As Willett just uses up all the time allotted. And 6 from 6. Great goal kicking display. That's three converted tries and 2 penalties, I think, from Willett.
And he's not limping anymore.
No, you don't tend to limp when you're kicking them.
So 30 points to 3. 5 minutes gone in the second half.
Yeah, so it's early changes. So Sipper will go to the right wing for young Hunter Andrew. Hongara obviously replaced Mikey Brown at halfback. And you got to empty the kitchen sink now. 30-3.
I mean, it sounds simple, but just that kick-off take from John O'Bailey.
Yeah. Oh, geez, he's a
You
mile
know-
in front.
Yeah,
God,
he was. Good meter.
That was.
Oh, Forbes. This time he's under pressure in the 22.
I just think if you need to call stuff. That's
Yeah,
you
that's
just
one of
can't let the
those.
game go on. You know what I mean? Well, it does well.
Does very well.
He'll make a good referee, Jacker.
Well, you know, we're just letting little things go, and that was against Poneke, do you remember? Not
Yep,
against
that's
Petone.
right.
We're letting these little things go in the game, and that's why coaches now get frustrated from the sideline. They really, really do. Murray's not frustrated at the moment, of course, because they're up 30-3. But he was a mile in front of them.
He was.
And Ollie, it was right in front of Ollie, right in front of him. It's a better line out.
Jimmy Lee Hongara at halfback. Out to Greg. Tauipu wrapped up by Ingram. Desperately needs some points on the board now to Poneke. Slow coming here for Hongara. Jones sandwiched in that tackle. This Village's defence has been up to the task.
It's been outstanding, hasn't it?
Oh, stripped by
that's
Brooking.
One of the
Oh,
men of the-
Rowe doesn't expect it.
One of the-
Wakefield there tidy up the loose pass. He's isolated. No, he's not. He's allowed to play on.
Numbers for Petone.
Oh, geez,
Couldn't release.
Robson was offside there, wasn't he?
Andrew
He's
Jones.
Oh.
actually standing next to Brooking.
And some bad news for Jack Gregg. He's limping in the background. It's only just come on. Oh, so 3 Petone players contested that one and knocked on by Forbes.
Oh,
And Gregg's not looking too good there, Jacko.
of course, he picked it up. Thurstage and Brooking have been outstanding. And here he comes, young Huggins.
Hamish Huggins coming on.
And who's he going to replace?
This is his 5th game for Poneke.
I think it's Noah's side, yep.
Yeah. Well, good to see Noah back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both him and his brother, both products of, attended St. Pat's Town.
Yeah.
Both were water polo players too as well. So 30 points to 3 is the score. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Hamish Huggins on now in the front row for Poneke. Will this make a difference at this scrum?
Yes,
Certainly does.
Certainly did. It was on that side as well.
Up against Marcus Rural.
God, who would know, eh?
Well, Jack Gregg seems to be all right. He's still limping around, though. And he'll push on through. So, Poneke have been down in Petone's 22 a lot in this game, Adam Julian. They need to get something here now.
Well, they're not going to with a line-out throw like that. Bailey is being scrappy and industrious this afternoon.
Just wanted it more.
Belushi over that. He's trying hard to inspire Poneke, but nothing's happening. And that's another good left foot by Rory Willett, who might be playing his best game of the season, Murray. A fortnight ago at Ngāti Toa Domain, he was dragged by the coaching staff at half-time. It was functioning that badly for him, but he's really played with some polish and composure today.
Well, as anyone will tell you who's been a first five, it helps a lot when your forwards are going forward or winning good ball, and that makes it a lot easier for Rory. Not denigrating him or taking him down or anything else like that.
And Tuivau's off to the sin bin here.
That's a bit harsh.
The Poneke halfback was going down, and he had very little chance to change his direction.
And also Brooking's been outstanding as well, as you say, Murray, but on the dominant pack, but he's been outstanding. Not a regular starter at halfback. And Rory's goal kicking, we're talking 6 from 6 as well. Not underestimate that.
Well, and the one, he's timing beautifully too. That one from the sideline.
We're wishing Carlos is to go over.
Well, they go short again through Moses Tuivau. Stolen by Katoa, but I think he's knocked that on the ground.
Right in front of the touch as well.
Jubilee Hongara
needs a stake.
Slow down.
Oh, that's a terrible
loose ball. Huggins there. Hamish Huggins drifted back. 5 away from the line now. Villagers down to 14. Can their defence hold?
Still 30 minutes to go in this game.
Tima Schmidt. Still going as Tima Schmidt. Jubilee Hongara bringing in some energy into this Poneke team.
Good take.
A low pass, well taken that time by Poneke. Out to Belushi.
Oh
no, was it another one?
It's right in front of you.
No, he's electing to play on.
Goodness me.
Tonu'u. Still 5 away.
Great D by Petone though.
Back out to Tima Schmidt. They swarm around him quickly.
Belushi's down.
Yeah, not surprised he's played himself to a standstill again, the young 7. Him and Hurstich have just been outstanding.
All horses on action. Here we go.
Sorry, Agram, beg your pardon.
Jared's been pretty good too.
Yeah. I'm just talking about the 7s per se. Yep.
Tuivau pushing forward.
Slow ball though.
Very slow indeed. Even Moy Jenkins is in there. Foreign territory for him.
I'd say Ingram will be in there somewhere.
He certainly is. Still slow coming. Now they've got to stretch it out. Here's Moy Jenkins. High pass. Tipped up by Sipa. 6 away from the line.
What a tackle.
That's Katoa, the tackle that time. Brilliant play. Henry just missing that one. Jubilee Hongara finds Robson. Out to Tanu'u.
Oh, he's falling too.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah, well, if he didn't call the other one Murray, can't call that one. You know what I mean?
Come back for the penalty.
I'm sure Ollie...
No, still playing.
Oh, that's a terrible pass. Great pick up.
Robson slips. Put down by Pepe. Supported by Belushi. Still playing under this advantage.
Still Petone with only 14.
Jones.
Cutting them over Jones.
Oh, great tackle by the fullback.
Nearly getting through. Hongara.
Nice
it's a loose pass.
Needs to pass
Tima
it.
Schmitz.
Oh, that sums us up.
Sipped out to Sipa. Still there for Poneke. The defence for Petone. Immense. Still going Royal with the tackle. How many phases has this been now?
Well, that ball just had to be a decent pass.
Belushi.
Ran onto that well.
Still going. Just short of the chalk.
Numbers out to the left.
Wonder where the advantage is still on.
Greg changes direction. Greg out to more Jenkins. Sipa. And it's a touch.
Tainui.
And that is over. No advantage has expired. And the Villagers' defence holds up yet again.
I don't know how Poneke didn't score.
Yeah, well, the phase beforehand was Moy Jenkins was on almost face was in the ground when he caught it. pass was that bad.
It's interesting watching this afternoon, though. Your captain and number 8, DJ Taupu, if your lock, Maya
Tema Smith.
If he could, burst onto that ball in the same manner, he'd be so much more dangerous.
Yep. So again, Varnage must have been over from that, even though we only went side to side.
So you missed 2 certain tries.
Secured by Wakefield.
Well, they went line breaks, they were lying on the ground.
And Brooking gives it out to Carter. Carter trucking through.
Yeah.
Luke Pearson's on in jersey 20.
Wallet's in the pocket. Pine's touch.
I think Luke Pearson's been a great addition to the Premier's side and certainly hasn't let himself down, but he's a bit gutted not being part of that Prem Reserve side that he started off the season with.
No, we were talking with him at the start of the day, and he really wanted to play. Here comes Cam Ferrer on in jersey 21.
They're replacing outstanding Brooking. He had a great game on the back of a very good Petone forward pack.
Well, Ben Brooking can be very pleased with the game he's had today.
Absolutely. And particularly his defence.
Here's Jones.
Going to
Goes
the back
long.
again and misses everyone. Tema Smith.
Still got it, though. They're crashing through over. No, they're short.
They're Belushi. What a pickup.
Here's Robson. He couldn't get it. Moy Jenkins slips us another penalty. Offside.
Tap and go, surely.
Tanu'u goes himself.
No one was back.
Royal gets out of the way. Bellucci in support.
Needs to go wide.
Greg. Now they've got numbers if they can get into the corner. Jones does it. Andrew Jones scores again against Petone.
24 minutes to go.
Yep. Just on the back of some possession, really, a lot of penalties. But again, Petone's defence just outstanding. That's from a line out that was shocking.
Yeah, Poneke did score 31 unanswered points in a game against Johnsonville. They trailed 19-0, so this is not over, folks. That was this year, John. Have faith. I tell you, you're very chipper this afternoon in a bad way. But we're delighted to have John Jackson on Huddy Sports. In fact, to get inside this condemned grandstand, folks, we have to climb a ladder. We have to climb a ladder to get into this condemned grandstand. And John Jackson was climbing that ladder, and a young Petone man heckled him and said, "What are you doing?" And John turned to him. He says, "Tom Cruise still does his own stunts."
There you go.
So, kick by Greg. Oh, he's still holding that calf of his when he went to kick the ball.
Well, for the rugby purists too, that was quite an important kick because that's 22 points. So that's minimum 4 tries to regain the lead. You mentioned Connolly Alexander had come on?
Yes, he is. He's on now.
Yep.
So who did he replace?
Ryan Emery.
Ryan Emery, yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Kershaw will be on soon too for one of the props.
30 points to 8.
So, Willett gets us back underway.
Nice kick.
Yep.
Siata. Ollie Alexander.
So again,
around the ankles
it's all
of
about territory for
Smith.
Poneke here. They just get out of this.
I wouldn't be trying to pass it out, although there is an overlap there.
Someone needs to straighten though.
Boy Jenkins out to Robinson. He kicks it down. That's a beauty of a kick.
50-20?
No.
No?
I don't think so. We'll soon find out.
No, it's not.
No.
Line out for the Villagers inside their own 22.
So important Poneke compete here. Shows you how easy it is getting the opposition half though. You do some smart things. Take the kick off into space, put on the boot. Oh, over.
Out to Hamish Huggins.
First throw by the replacement hooker. Missed everyone.
Still there for Poneke. Out to Hongara.
Belushi.
They've got to score quickly, do Poneke, and they've got to do it very quickly indeed. Here we go, out to the backs. Robson. Out to Moy Jenkins.
Needs to
Mr.
draw a pass.
Robson. He's lost it. And picked up by Pepe.
Rafani was in space there. They just needed to go through the hands.
Rory Willett getting ready to clear this.
There's David Toper,
Ooh.
DJ's brother, looks to come on too.
Alexander getting the ball. And Ferreira, this time will give it back to Willett. No, that's
Not going to find touch.
not his greatest kick of the day. He's been
Funny.
kicking really well. And here's Tunu'u. Oh, Mackie nearly got
Great
taken out that
tackle
time.
by Lockie Forbes.
Yeah. Ongara.
Tima Smith
Smith. Oh, loose ball, but picked up well.
needs to straighten
Overlap
here.
here again.
Duval. Here they go. They've got to get
Oh,
it
they
out.
had to get it
Bellucci
out.
takes it in himself. Pearson tries to get over. Now they've got one here. Greg.
Jacob Graham.
Jacob Graham, the workhorse lock for Poneke today. 2 away from the line now.
And the speed of Hongara's pass has made a huge difference.
Massive difference indeed.
I've also just realised Petone have only got 14 players.
Oh,
That's
yes,
why
of
there
course.
seems to be a overlap
Yeah.
or an extra man out there.
Number
Yes.
8 is still on the bin. The
Oh,
captain.
it's been knocked on. Oh, an error at the back for Poneke. And the Villagers survive again.
There's a replacement prop comes on.
That's Ben Kershaw,
Yep.
17.
And say David Toper, younger brother of DJ. And didn't see where they put him. Whether he goes straight into lock or is he on for Pussy? Yeah.
Yep.
If I was one of the Petone boys, I'd be just asking the question, is it 10 minutes
it
up
10
yet,
minutes?
sir,
Yep.
on our captain?
Where do they sit in the bin these days?
Still the end goal.
Oh, still in the goal.
You can see his pink headgear.
Good scrambling D again by Petone.
Time back on. 30 points to 8. Another game on in the background is under 85 game. Tara and Old Boys University in the background.
What a weird place for them to play.
Yeah. They were scheduled for Lyndhurst Park, but
Well, the Prem game got transferred to Redwood Park.
And then got transferred back.
You're joking?
No. I don't joke on here.
so front rows come together. Ferreira
To Rory Willett.
feeds
I'd
it
say.
in, gets it out
No.
quickly.
Yeah,
oh, Carter slips onto his knee.
He did well there. That's a good take.
Extremely well. Willett's
To
back in the
boots.
pocket
Yep. And he needs to find touch and does.
as well. We line out just outside the 22,
And I
and
think he's back on. Yep.
Good.
Tuival's back on. Massive display. Also, Ben Kershaw coming on 17.
I'm surprised I thought he might have come on 10 minutes earlier, but certainly a good shift by Marcus Royal today.
Certainly has been. Lots of tackling as well,
Yeah.
too. So we're midway through the second half. 30 points to 8 is the score.
Oh, jeez. What was that?
Well,
Almost lobbed it in like a rainbow.
yeah. Well, we'll have
Yeah,
to do that again.
most of the damage of that first half, and they'd say that try on half time has really separated the teams. 7-5 second half.
Yep.
Take 2 on the line
Yeah,
out.
Take 2 on the line out. A lot of movement. That's Topu, who's
Well
just
taken.
come on. Longara, it's made a huge
Oh,
difference.
geez, another high tackle, I'd say.
Well, he's let it go again.
He's let it go. Huggins acting halfback gives that to Jones.
It's been a bugbear of mine all year. Sipper.
Sipper charging well with the tackle by Tainui. Searching that second try.
They're
Here's
flat.
Moy Jenkins.
They're very flat.
Tries to get off Filippo.
Oh,
and
Rafe
Ingram's over
Ingram.
the top again as he knows he's lost his footing.
Oh, I didn't realise he was playing advantage. I didn't see that.
No.
Offside.
Yeah. Otherwise, Ingram was literally digging a hole to get the ball. It's
It's an interesting call, a scrum.
standing over the ball, isn't he?
He's built close to the ground.
Yeah. Yep.
Incredibly strong.
Him and Belushi, very similar.
3 players from Gisborne Boys in this game. Carlos Hihi.
What do you got for us, Adam?
We have score updates. Tawa 14, Parramatta Plimerton 12. That's
Ooh.
a 2v3 Jubilee Cup qualifier. Johnsonville 29, Upper Hutt 9. So a big hole
Yep.
for the Rams. And in the Hardham Cup, Old Boys University 50, Avalon 6, Marist St Pat's 39, Wellington 10, Wainui Martin 19, Northern United 15. But the bigger storyline, Hutt Old Boys Marist leading Auries 20-13 at the Polo Ground.
Back here, free kick from the scrum. Bellucci, an acting halfback, gives it out to Tima Schmidt.
Flat-footed again.
And slow coming again for Poneke. Please for a turnover. Mickey rules the other way. Ruled the ruck had been formed.
You can see there were Tony players. They knew they had that, didn't they, Murray?
I'm guessing there might have been a knock-on.
Yeah. Well, he penalised them, though.
So Hongara out to
Moses.
Tuivao. Has he rolled over enough? He has!
Okay.
Try two for Poneke.
Again, though, very, very important conversion. The context of just the scoreboard on going up in 7s and not 5s.
Lee Hongara again influential in that try.
Yes.
Quick distribution, organising his forward pack. And Hamish Huggins, he's been immense too for Poneke. Big presence, and he's really lifted the entire forward pack. 30-13, 17 minutes left.
Well, since he's come on, we've got a couple of scrum penalties. That was a free kick from an engagement, I think. And yeah, he's got a great future, the young man. And as I say, we need to be going up in 7s to, otherwise you've just got to keep scoring tries and you run out of time. 30-13, a little bit more respectability in it.
Kick by Greg.
Great kick. That's the best kick I've seen from him. That's a fantastic nudge. That's in the Rory Willett category with the goal kicking today. 30-15. Oh, he's got, and he's off. Just like that.
Yeah, it's that calf he picked up earlier, just not great at all.
Petone have done a lot of tackling the last 10 minutes.
Hunter Andrew
They've conceded a lot of penalties as well. This could be a niggly finish if Poneke maintain possession.
Yeah, well, Dom Sipper, I think, will go into 10, and Hunter Andrew will go back to the right wing. I think that's what Dom can play almost anywhere like a Fani. Hongara. That's a good decision.
Bangs it down. Willett having a chase
read
back.
It beautifully.
Got plenty of time and
Yeah,
space.
read that beautifully. And
Puts up the high kick.
Great kick.
Pepe under it.
Oh, good change.
Oh, well done by Tima Schmidt.
I would have stopped about 5 metres before. That's not that big.
Oh, it's another penalty. Another high tackle. No arms, I think.
There's been lots of them, haven't there?
Yeah.
There's been lots of them, man. There's been a few not called too, to be fair. Fani comes in to do the kicking.
15 minutes to go. 15 points in it.
And boofer. Just like that. Casual as you like. What's all the fuss about?
Yeah.
Just kick it. He's a DJ as well, this guy, Tanu. He can do it all.
Very talented young man. Is there another replacement? Yeah, Elijah.
So is Poneke's number 8. He's a DJ too.
He's been waiting for that all day.
No, Adam just set me up.
But like the duvet one.
All we need is Paul Schaefer to hit the drum bell now.
30-15. Poneke line out.
John O'Bailey's done a fantastic shift today.
Sam Thompson on.
Yeah, I think it's going to the back. Will they finally get going? No.
Oh, stolen by Wakefield at front.
Done beautifully.
And here's Tainui, 2 tries to his name. Tuivao.
Another one marginal.
I think you could hear Carr Green in the background even plead for that one. Ferreira back to Willett. And he bangs this safely into Tainui.
Just settle it down.
Yep. And he's kicking them deep, so you just can't grab the ball and continue. You know, it's some spectators got to get it, so it's dead.
22 is about to come on too.
Paddy Bradshaw, who was supposed to start for the Prem Reserve, but in the end didn't.
Oh, let's just play on. Here we go.
Bit like force back in a play on. Hongara attacking the line. Jacob Graham.
Ball's not out. Ruled Ollie Mickey. Andrew Jones, hands on. Tauipu of the charge.
Elijah.
Talalupe. Any good metres that time.
There's not many people out here, though.
Here's Huggins. And they swarm around him quickly.
Looked after it well, though.
Sipa at Tauipu. Being driven back over the 10-metre mark now, Poneke.
Zipper.
Met by two.
Yeah, what a great tackle.
Very good counter ruck here by Petone.
You can't take the halfback out, though.
No, you can't. Here's Hongara. And Huggins. Oh, big hit by Filippo. Thompson tidies up the loose ball.
Man and ball at the same time, and a great turnover, and needs to go wide.
Here's Forbes, up to Pepe, kicks it in field, Ferreira chasing after it. It's been picked up well by Poneke.
Well done, Hunt Andrew.
On his ball to high tackle.
That kick, just a shame it went infield so much.
Yeah.
If it had just gone along the touchline,
straight along
would have
the
been
touch.
fantastic. Having said that, though, just about... I've got to say that Hamish Huggins was just about tackled without the ball because he dropped it neck minute. Boom.
Paddy Bradshaw on the field now. Looks like Jacob Tainui's afternoon has finished.
I think, what's happened here? Moses come back on. Andrew.
Paddy gone to left wing to replace...
Andrew Jones is down on the touchline here. Not
Jacob
looking flash
Tainui.
at all.
Yep. No, he doesn't. Looks extremely battered. That's a front row replacement, of course. Done well, David Tuipu.
Hongara has to pick up the scrap. Does well. Bellucci at acting halfback.
Zip up now at first receiver.
Oh, he hit it with pace.
Good tackle.
Made a couple of good tackles since he's come on, Ben Kershaw.
Jacob Graham pokes his head through.
No one out there.
Change of direction, Tonu'u. Wrapped up, Katoa over the top. Katoa might get the penalty. No, not to be.
They got that's a clean out well past the ball by Bellucci. Goodness me, he was almost in the 22.
Box kick over the top of
Nice box
Willett.
Yeah, Willett's done well. He's done very well. Great covering by the 10. He's been outstanding today.
He has been. 11 minutes to go, 15 points in it.
He's parked up on the wing due to that ankle. Another try here will make it a little bit interesting.
It will.
30-15, still 10 to go.
Still need 3 tries.
And he's still a lot of it. He's all sorts kept going. Oh, great take by
It's come off
Tauipu.
Alexander. Oh, cutting through!
Oh.
What an offer. That was Sipper again.
And
Play
we'll
the
come back
knock on.
for the first knock on.
He's getting a lot of advice to hold Ollie, isn't he?
It's Jubilee Cup rugby, folks.
He made the right decision, though.
Yeah.
That was definitely the right decision. Don't know what the
Another
Petone boys
replacement on.
thought.
Snowden.
Faenza Snowden.
Well, not yet. Oh, yes, it's happening now. Here's Kato has come off. What an immense game by him.
Especially in the defensive area. I know he's got a core job to do, but when your props are tackling like that.
Well, the whole Petone scrum has been so much better than it has all season. So well done.
So Poneke with a rearranged back line again.
9 minutes to go.
Sipper's now gone to the wing, and Robson into first receiver. Got a Farney on his shoulder, so there's something on, you think, in the midfield. Tauipu runs wide. Of course, who's going to tackle him? And have a crack at the ball.
And they got the penalty, and it's Ingram again.
And he's on his knees.
Yep.
I think Poneke were penalised for entry, though.
Yeah.
Because Ingram was on his knees.
Yeah, entry. He's signalled entry, older
Yep.
Mickey. Relieving penalty there for Petone. Have to know the tackle count in this game.
Oh, the penalty count's huge, too.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of them.
So Alexander's got the throw on the 10-metre mark. Brandstand touchline. Been knocked back to Ferreira. Here's Willett. Tuivau has the ball. He presses forward and he's been smashed by his cousin on the tackle. Here's Carter.
Great hit.
Great.
Again, that's a clean up from the side.
Yep. Here's
Filippo.
Filippo. Oh, great offload to
What a
Pepe!
great offload.
Here's Bradshaw. And Bradshaw crashes over the 10-metre mark. His father, Warren, was the coach of the Colts for a number of years ago.
Beautiful hands.
Oh, it's loose, and Tonu'u nearly gets control of it. Here's Alexander. Alexander flirting with the touchline. And Forbes has been driven back.
By Tonu'u.
Here's Ferreira.
Still willing, isn't it?
Very willing.
Snowden. Crashing into Huggins. And Ferreira. Petone looking for a try to potentially close this out to Thompson.
Great offload.
And the Pigeon loses it forward.
Oh! There's a lot of stuff going off.
I don't know if he did lose that forward. I thought he knocked it back on a Poneke player and it went back from there. And I think he's telling Ollie that now, but that's okay. Bede Brown on.
Coming on, yep. This will be somewhere in the front, in the blocking department, I think.
Looks like Timo Schmidt might be coming off.
Yeah, he's had a big game. Of course, they don't use him at line-out time. He's just more there for his size.
Be damned hard to lift.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's stretching his calves out in the background. So 7 minutes to go. 30 points to 15.
Yeah, it looks like Petone will deservedly go through to the next round, you would think.
Well,
I can't see them losing it from here.
The game's not over, but I don't think Bondi would have too many complaints, really.
No. No, as I say, that try just before half-time was, in the context of the game, was huge.
Well, and they put the game beyond doubt in the
wonderful.
next 10, 15 minutes after that too.
Breakout by Wakefield, who found Tainui, who's just an out-and-out finisher.
Ongara reaching in.
Oh, geez, he's a halfback.
Here's Robson out to Moy Jenkins.
Nice tackle.
Offloads it back. Here's Tonu'u.
Get him low.
He tries to kick it in. And it's been lost forward. It'll be a Petone scrum.
Am I right in
was
saying...
that Ingram again who tackled him?
Yep. Am I right in saying that Poneke get to play either Avalon or Wellington?
It'll be something like that, I think.
At home, so that's... You know, that's maybe a chance to get things back on track.
Got some scores here.
It's a confusing concept.
It's 14-12 the full-time score. Tawa over Parramatta Plimmerton.
Oh, wow. So that's Parramatta Plim out?
No, they have to play again next week.
Right.
They'll probably play at home.
Petone.
Okay.
Yeah, Petone.
Right.
32-21 Johnsonville Upper Hutt still live. 71-6 Old Boys University Avalon. 49-15 Marist over Wellington. 22-19 Norths over Wainui, and 25 points to 16 Hutt currently over Oris.
Right, so Oris will be playing next week then.
Yep.
Oh, great hands by Pepe.
Here's Jermaine Pepe. Rangiora High School gives it out to Bradshaw. Out to
nice.
Filippo. The arse is happening here at the moment at the Rec.
Some wonderful passing.
Herrera.
Slow ball though. Oh. Well, he's got his hands on it, so...
Oh, Ingram.
Of course it is.
Smashes B. Brown out of the way. They've got the penalty to play with two.
Nice
Pepe.
missed pass.
Out to Forbes. Lucky Forbes seals the deal for Petone. And they are off to the next round.
That's a good finish.
Of the Jubilee Cup.
Simple miss, but that's where the gap was.
That's right. It's a good finish. And if there's any doubt at all, that's it.
He deserves a try, Lockie Forbes. He started 13 games this season. Things happen when he's involved, and that was a beautiful free run for the line, and he loves that scoreboard corner. He scored twice over there in a McBain Shield match last year. This match for Petone has really been about defence, though. Some outstanding displays from the lower numbers. Katoa, who played an imperious 70 minutes. But how good is this Braith Ingram? Just a constant pest on both sides of the ball. And if he's not considered for Wellington Lions selection, then we might lose him in this province. What an outstanding player he is.
So Wallet can cap off a 100% kicking record.
Not an easy one, but the way Rory's been kicking.
Had no easy ones at all, to be fair. And Bradshaw did well there to keep the ball live too on the right, on that left wing.
There's Wallet's
He's
conversion.
hit that well.
Oh.
Yeah,
Successful off the boots.
Knife through butter.
That's four conversions, 3 penalties, 7 from 7.
37-15. 3.5 minutes to go here on this Jubilee Cup elimination playoff, and Poneke will be in the Hardin Cup next week.
So 17 points with the boot, just in that with the 4 tries. It's a complete performance.
Restart by Tonu'u.
Good nudge. Oh,
There's Forbes again, kicking it in. Robson
that's
caught.
the kick you needed before.
Gets back in time, does Robson. Gets
Done
around
well.
Forbes. Out to Sepa. Ingram puts his hands up. Play on is the call.
It was a late,
oh, no, it's a late hit.
tackle. Very late.
So where the ball lands is where the penalty will be.
So Wallet's done what you do, just he's just booted it away.
Just slipped out of his hand.
Just slipped out of my hands onto my boot. It's worst kick of the day.
Well, it's an interesting one at Upper Hutt. It's now 32-28. Upper Hutt crawling their way back.
Oh. Is that at Maidstone?
Maidstone Park. Ball's gone backwards.
Hongara is looking for runners. Beat Brown.
Pete Brown. Ball to the 22. Hello, will pay.
All benches well and truly cleared now. In fact, we've had guys come back on or replace replacements. Clock run down, a couple of minutes to go.
Hongara out to Moy Jenkins. Less than 2 to go on our clock here on the broadcast. Same at the main one here at the ground as well. Now with some pride here in this match for Poneke. Here's Robson. Tyler's second 5. Out to Hongara. Rolls out of the tackle of Forbes.
Forbes did well there.
Here's Tonu'u. And he gets into Bullet and Forbes and still going as Tonu'u. Unfortunately, he's lost the ball into touch.
He's possibly been Poneke's best back today. Tonu'u never stops trying, always goes forward. Lee Hongara, a huge impact in the second half, along with Huggins. Luca Belushi tried hard as usual, but really the key moment of the match was that period before half-time. Sustained attack by Poneke, 16-3 down. The try to Tainui at the opposite end of the field. 20 points was always going to be a hard deficit to overhaul. And even though Poneke have possibly had 2/3 of possession in the second half, chasing the game has resulted in errors and a place in the Hardin Cup.
Yeah, and also Willet's goal kick in the first half. He kicked everything that was given to him. Allow him to build a score. It was only 2 tries, the rest was from the boot.
Off the back with Tueval.
Yeah, and he's been great. Other than the sin binning, he's been outstanding.
Looking to close this out with less than 30 seconds to go. Round 2 of the Jubilee Cup awaits for Petone, and it looks like it will be out at Parramatta Plimerton, Ngāti Toa next week. Ball comes back to Willett.
Must be the last play of the game, I think.
And that is full time. And the Villagers are through to round 2 of the Jubilee Cup. Poneke down to the Hardin Cup. And what a game it has been. Poneke have toiled away, but unfortunately the defence and the boot of Waru Willett were too much today. Adam Julian.
Absolutely a majestic afternoon for Rory Willett, who has the chance of redemption at Ngāti Toa Domain next Saturday. He had a poor outing on his previous visit there, but he showed plenty of fortitude and class in this game today, as did the Petone front row. And Murray, after the disappointment of McBain, this has been a strong rebound. It's a pinnacle moment of a season, the McBain Shield. Hard to come back up the next week, but I guess if Petone were ever going to perform in a knockout Jubilee Cup game, it's against the much vaunted and respected Poneke.
To their credit, Petone, after last week, it was pretty demoralising, and I think the coaching staff and the players have just done what they had to do. They've focused on this game and this game only, and they've done the business, and they fully deserved their win in the end.
John Jackson, it's the Hardin Cup next week.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, look, we've had a great season, so congratulations to Bondi, Edwin and Dan for their efforts. Just today, we just came up a team that won a little bit more than us. Their finishing was outstanding, and we've mentioned the goal kick in a Willett. That can't be taken away in a game like this. They took the points on offer, he took it. You know, massive fan of the Petone Rugby Club. We've got some very dear friends out here, and I wish you guys all the very, very best. I hope you guys go deep. I think that's a good draw for you next week out there. I really, really do. And thanks for Brad and the team. It's been most enjoyable. I hope I was behaved enough to come back again. And hopefully next year we might be in a reverse grandstand. Won't get yourselves into trouble.
Yeah.
So it's been really great. Congratulations to Petone and the team. I think it's a great win, and all the best for their pre-reserves as well. Who'll probably come up against our boys later in that competition. But two very good sides. Cheers.
A recent breaking news announcement regarding this facility. Unfortunately, funding has been diverted to Wainuiamata now that Ken Laban is running for mayor.
There you go.
So many thanks to John Jackson, Murray Blandford and Adam Julian joining the broadcast today. It's been a real pleasure bringing you this game here on Huddy Sports YouTube. Many thanks to our cameraman Tammy Richards doing a great job. I'm Brad Hudson. Ciao for now.
Drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning, from quick fixes to full renovations. He's got the tools, the team and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow.
Hi, Gavin Murphy here
And Cassie Murphy.
from G and Hickton Funeral Directors.
Don't leave it up to someone else to tell your story. Do it now when you can enjoy being part of the conversation.
With a prepaid funeral, you can have music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to our website at gnhickton.co.nz/pre-planning.
The Huddy Hui. Huddy Sports captivating sports show. The Huddy Hui covers Wellington Club Rugby as well as other sporting topics of debate. Tune in on YouTube during the rugby playing months as host Brad Hudson interviews rugby players and other sporting personalities across the Wellington region and the rest of New Zealand. Catch the Huddy Hui streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube and wherever good yarns are heard. The Huddy Hui live on Huddy Sports. Here at Huddy Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Reddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Huddy Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro. As here on Huddy Sports, we're always wanting to keep our content free on YouTube. So the idea of sponsors, we can promote you on live stream, our social media pages and our website. It's good to support the local community and helps keep Huddy Sport free for all to watch. So if you're interested to helping Huddy Sports, go to huddysports.co.nz or to our email address, huddysportsnz@gmail.com. Ciao for now.